Arthur Miller, heavyweight playwright, social conscience. You know him, right? But do you really know the depth of his impact? Miller wasn't just a writer. He was a mirror to society, reflecting its deepest anxieties and aspirations. His works are timeless, resonating with each generation that encounters them. He gave us Death of a Salesman, a masterpiece that transcends the boundaries of time and culture. This play isn't just a story, it's a profound commentary on the human condition and the societal pressures that shape our lives. A play that punches you in the gut and makes you question everything. It forces you to confront uncomfortable truths about ambition, success, and failure. The raw emotions it evokes are a testament to Miller's genius. It's the story of Willy Loman, a man who embodies the struggles and dreams of countless individuals. Willy is every man, caught in the relentless pursuit of an ideal that always seems just out of reach. A man chasing the American dream, that elusive promise of prosperity and happiness. But what happens when that dream becomes a burden? When the pursuit of success leads to personal and familial disintegration? Except the dream turns into a nightmare. Willy's journey is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the cost of blind ambition and societal expectations. It's a narrative that resonates deeply, even today. Miller nails the human condition. His writing delves into the complexities of human emotions and relationships. He captures the essence of what it means to strive, to hope, and to ultimately face disappointment. The desperation, the hope, the crushing disappointment. These are universal experiences, and Miller portrays them with an authenticity that is both heartbreaking and enlightening. He holds a mirror up to society. Through his characters and their struggles, we see our own reflections, our own flaws, desires, and fears. It's a powerful experience, one that challenges us to look inward and question our own lives. We see ourselves in the characters, their flaws, their desires. It's uncomfortable. And that's the point. Miller's work isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to provoke thought and self-examination. Death of a Salesman premiered in 1949. Post-war America. The economy was booming. The nation was filled with optimism and the promise of a bright future. But beneath that surface, there were cracks. The American dream felt within reach. But Miller's play? It challenged that very notion. It asked whether the dream was truly attainable for everyone, or if it was a mirage that led many to despair. It whispered a different story, a story of struggle and disillusionment. It revealed the darker side of the American dream, the side that isn't often talked about. It exposed the dark underbelly of that dream, the pressure, the emptiness, the disillusionment. These are the realities that many face but few acknowledge. This wasn't just a play. It was a cultural earthquake. It made people think. It forced them to confront the uncomfortable truths about their own lives and the society they lived in. It was a cultural earthquake. It made people think and talk and argue. It still does. Decades later, Death of a Salesman remains a powerful commentary on the human condition and the societal pressures that shape our lives. And talk and argue. It still does. Miller's work continues to resonate, challenging each new generation to reflect on their own dreams and the cost of pursuing them. Willy Loman, a name that echoes through the corridors of American literature, a symbol of shattered aspirations and relentless pursuit of an elusive dream. The name itself is tragic. It conjures images of a man who has given everything, yet received so little in return. A man whose life is a testament to the harsh realities of the American dream. He's a salesman past his prime. Once, he was full of hope and ambition, believing that hard work and charm would lead him to success. But now, he's just a shadow of his former self, clinging to the remnants of a dream that has long since faded, clinging to memories of a more successful past. He looks at old trophies and awards, symbols of a time when he felt valued and important. But those days are gone, and all he has left are the memories. He's lost in his own delusions. He talks to himself, trying to convince himself that things will get better, that success is just around the corner. But deep down, he knows the truth. He believes in the power of charisma, of being well-liked. Willy's story is heartbreaking. He thinks that if he can just get people to like him, everything will fall into place. But life doesn't work that way. He's a man who built his life on a foundation of sand. Every effort he makes seems to crumble beneath him, no matter how hard he tries to hold it together. He chases success and recognition. He runs after opportunities, always hoping that the next one will be the big break he's been waiting for. But it always slips through his fingers. But he never finds it. No matter how hard he tries, success remains just out of reach. He's left standing alone, wondering where it all went wrong. He's trapped in a cycle of disappointment. Each failure weighs heavier on him, and the burden of his unfulfilled dreams becomes almost too much to bear. His dreams are slipping away. Time is running out and he knows it. He watches the sunset, realizing that his chances are fading with the light. And he's dragging his family down with him. The tension at home is palpable. His wife and children feel the weight of his failures and it strains their relationships. Willy's downfall is a slow burn. It's not a sudden collapse, but a gradual decline. You can see it in the lines on his face, in the way he moves, in the way he talks. You see it in his interactions with his sons. They argue, they misunderstand each other, and the gap between them widens with each passing day. His wife, his boss, they all see the cracks in his facade, the desperation in his eyes. They try to help, but it's never enough. He's a man teetering on the edge. One wrong step and it could all come crashing down. The pressure is immense and he's barely holding on, and it's impossible to look away. Willy Loman's story is a powerful reminder of the fragility of dreams and the relentless passage of time. Linda Loman, Willy's wife. She's often overlooked, but she's the backbone of the play. Linda is loyal, she's compassionate, she loves Willy, flaws and all, even when he's difficult to love. Linda sees Willy's struggles, she feels his pain, she tries to hold him together, to keep him afloat. She's a caretaker, a peacemaker, a woman trying to make sense of her husband's unraveling. Linda represents the silent suffering of many women, the wives who bear the brunt of their husbands' frustrations, the mothers who try to shield their children from the harsh realities of life. Biff Loman, Willy's eldest son, the golden child who never quite lived up to his potential. Or maybe, just maybe, he realized that his father's definition of potential was a load of BS. Biff is lost. He's searching for his place in the world. He loves his father, but he also resents him. He sees through Willy's lies. He recognizes the emptiness of his dreams. Biff's journey is about breaking free from his father's expectations. It's about finding his own path, even if it means disappointing the old man. Section 5. Happy Loman, trapped in delusion. Happy Loman, the younger son, living in his brother's shadow. He craves his father's approval, so he buys into Willy's delusions. He perpetuates the cycle of lies. Happy is a tragic figure in his own right. He's charming, he's successful, or at least he appears to be, but he's deeply unhappy. He's trapped in a web of his own making. Happy is a cautionary tale. He represents the dangers of chasing empty success, of seeking validation from the wrong places. Section 6. Chasing the elusive American dream. The American dream. It's a powerful concept. The idea that anyone can achieve success through hard work and determination. But Death of a Salesman challenges that notion. It asks, what happens when the dream doesn't materialize? Willy Loman is a victim of his own ambition. He's consumed by the need to succeed, to be somebody. But he measures success in all the wrong ways: money, status, material possessions. The play exposes the hollowness of this materialistic dream. It shows how the pursuit of wealth and status can corrupt the soul. Section 7. The Price of Unfulfilled Dreams. Death of a Salesman is a tragedy about the price of unfulfilled dreams. Written by Arthur Miller, this play delves deep into the psyche of the American working class. It tells the story of Willy Loman, a man who has spent his entire life chasing an elusive dream. A dream that society has sold him, but one that remains just out of reach. Willy's failure to achieve his goals leads to his downfall. He loses his job. This job was not just a source of income for Willy, it was his identity, his pride, and his sense of self-worth. The loss of his job is a devastating blow, one that he cannot recover from. His sanity, his life, the pressure to succeed, to be the best, takes a toll on his mental health. He becomes increasingly delusional, unable to distinguish between reality and his dreams. The weight of his unfulfilled aspirations becomes too much to bear. The play highlights the devastating consequences of societal pressure, the pressure to conform, to fit into a mold that society has created. Willy is constantly comparing himself to others, always feeling inadequate, always striving for more, to succeed, to be a winner. In a world that equates success with material wealth and social status, Willy's worth is measured by his ability to achieve these superficial goals. But what happens when the dream is unattainable? Willy is a product of this pressure. He is a man who has internalized society's expectations and made them his own. He believes that if he works hard enough, if he is well liked enough, he will achieve success. He's a man who bought into the myth of the American dream, the idea that anyone can achieve success through hard work and determination. But for Willy, this dream remains just that, a dream, an illusion that he can never quite grasp. And he paid the ultimate price. His relentless pursuit of an unattainable dream leads to his tragic end. He sacrifices everything, his relationships, his health, his life, in the hope of achieving success. Death of a Salesman is a reminder that success comes at a cost. It forces us to question the true meaning of success and the lengths we are willing to go to achieve it. Is it worth sacrificing our well-being, our relationships, our sanity? And sometimes that cost is too high. The play serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to reevaluate our own dreams and aspirations, to consider what truly matters in life, and to find a balance between ambition and contentment. Section 8. Tragedy for our times. Death of a Salesman was written over 75 years ago, but it's more relevant than ever. We live in a world obsessed with success, with social media, with keeping up with the Joneses. The play's themes of materialism, consumerism, and the pressure to succeed resonate deeply with modern audiences. Willy Loman's story is a cautionary tale for the 21st century. Death of a Salesman reminds us to question our definition of success, to prioritize what truly matters, to value connection over consumerism. Section 9. Death of a Salesman, an enduring legacy. Death of a Salesman is a masterpiece. It's a timeless tragedy that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. It's a play that stays with you long after the curtain falls. Arthur Miller's work is a gift. It's a mirror reflecting our own hopes, fears, and disappointments. It's a reminder that the human condition is messy and complicated. And that's okay. Death of a Salesman is a play that will never die. It's a testament to the power of theater to move us, challenge us, and make us think.